This article in Entertainment Weekly, they had an actor, a marketer, a director, and a costume designer. Pretty much, they were trying to do like their honest ballot thing, where they give like their honest opinion, but it was very racist and very misogynistic. Here's a quote. They're talking about Danielle Deadweiler. She knocked it out the park, as made me
Yes.
too. And this is a quote from this Entertainment Weekly article. It says, "But you look at the real Mamie Till. She's not wearing all of those incredible gowns and beautifully made up. I thought it was a confusing message. If they'd really made a movie about that woman who was not used to being in the public eye and wore house dresses, she wouldn't have had one incredible outfit after another. The ego behind this pushing her to be a movie star was too blatant for me." So you're mad that people are making sure that Danielle gets her flowers, that she deserves to be recognized, because Danielle was like Viola. They're the same race as Best Lead Actress pretty much through the whole award season, nominated for BAFTA, SAGs, all of it except for the Academy Award. So you mean to tell me that you're mad because they're trying to push Danielle to be a movie star?
And now I'm thinking about it, like, so I forgot about that quote, but now that I really think about it, being upset that a fictionalized version of somebody looks more fantastical in a Hollywood film is a little ironic, a little contradictory, don't you think? Because I had no problem with the way Elvis was portrayed. I mean, like I said on Twitter that one time with the Woman King, like Hollywood is going to it's fiction. Hollywood is going to sensationalize something, whether we like it or not. I mean, we can go all the way back to Birth of a Nation,
Yep.
the way D.W. Griffith made the Klan look like these superheroes. When these are just a bunch of bald, sweaty men in sheets. Like, do you, oh man, see, okay, you turn me to one biopic where the character does not have some sensationalized image,
I
you
can't think
know,
of any.
some larger than like no none, even Ray, Jamie knocked out the park, but even that was more this, we're gonna make Ray Charles look iconic. Like, come on, like,
And then another quote
who?
is when they get in trouble for not giving Viola an award, it's like, "No, sweetheart, you didn't deserve it. We voted for five we thought were best," he finishes. "It's not fair for you to start suddenly being a frying pan and say they're ignoring black people. They're really not. They're making an effort. Maybe there's a time 10 years ago when they were, but they have, of all high profile things, been in the forefront of wanting to be inclusive. Viola Davis and the lady director need to sit down, shut up, and relax. You didn't get nominated. A lot of movies didn't get nominated." First of all, he didn't even bother to look up the director of The Woman King. And I think what the Academy needs to do, they need to have an age cutoff. They
Yeah,
really need to retire some of these older filmmakers or at least people who are inactive in the Academy
yeah.
who aren't. And this is what really pissed me off. He said, we voted for five we thought were best. Pretty much, we voted for five women that, because look what happened with Andrea Riseborough. She was not in any type of awards running, and then all of a sudden, she gets nominated for Best Lead Actress. Everyone's like, "Whoa, where did she come from?" And then we find out that a lot of white women in the Academy were pushing for her to be nominated for Best Lead Actress. So when he says we voted for who we wanted for, yeah, y'all voted for who y'all wanted to vote for. That's for sure. Y'all wanted only white women, except for Michelle Yeoh and Ana de Armas. But it should have been Viola and Danielle should have been in the running.
And my thing is getting her from To Leslie in there and saying, all these white people banging the frying pan, as this actor put. So what's wrong with black people banging the frying pan for
For
us?
right, for ourselves.
You
What's wrong
know,
with that?
how many centuries being told we were less than animals? Like, God forbid we want a decade or two uplifting each other. Like, see, that's the thing. See, I don't want to go full militant right now, But like, damn. Like I really did forget some of these quotes. I'm just like, damn.
And so, first of all, why Entertainment Weekly call it out for what it is? Call it out for racism and misogyny. It's not just an honest ballot. Like it's blatant racism.
Well, it's honesty from racism point of view,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know? That's why I said we've like and this just goes back to what I said about black women in the history to begin with. Like imagine that you're just seen as a sex object and it's all voyeurism, specifically in the black exploitation era. But it's all voyeurism and then you have these women uplifting each other. See, I see. Let me take a quick tangent. I peep how all these people are very upset with black women on social media for hyping each other up.
I
You
remember
know,
that. I remember that.
like I peep that. And they still have problems. Let's not even get started with what's going on with Chloe, and she's a black girl trying to find herself into womanhood right now, and it's something and see and that's the bigger thing. See that I said tangent, so this is for real a tangent. People do not want to see black women find their femininity, find their masculinity, and find their womanhood. They don't want that because what that represents is hey, I don't want to sound like them red pill dudes. I'm not gonna say the matrix is broken, but like the illusion, that illusion of you're less than. You're less than this black man. You're less than this. You can do this. You can have a baby. You can run a ball. You can, you know, shake your ass or something like that. You can do whatever you want, but as long as I can tell you anything, and that's what they don't want. That's what nobody wants to see. And because when you have first house stuff, when you have when you understand who you are, nobody can tell you differently, because you're just going to look at them like, no, that's not me. I know who I am. And that's what black women have in the past, like whenever Black Girls Rock started, that's what really set things off because they're like, no, you're not going to tell me what I'm not. I'm going to tell you what I am, and whether you like it or not. And these people can't take it. And now that that's happening in Hollywood and using that whole go woke, go broke bullshit, they're just like, wait a minute. The illusion is broken. We know how the sausage is made.
Yes.
You
Yes,
know,
we do. And we're not falling for it, which is why they got on Angela's case because she wasn't falling for the BS anymore. Like she was like, what? Okay. I mean, if it is what it is, and I can do
right,
nothing about it, but it's like
right. Why does everybody want black women to be this
that.
graceful statue who just smiles and waves? Oh, that's right, because that's what they've been for years. And guess what that goes back to? Mammy.
Mhm. And they were so mad that she was living in her honesty in that moment. They were just, like I said, a certain demographic, certain white women, and certain white men found nitpicked for that 5 seconds that she was soaking everything in, realizing
Mhm,
what was happening. Like
mhm.
she's human, people. Like
God forbid.
God forbid she shows human emotion when she award that. Pretty much, she was a lock in for. Granted, that race was
Neck and
tough.
neck,
It
yeah.
was neck and neck.
Yeah.
It was neck and neck. How she was that day. She had this confidence, this
Mhm.
she always exudes confidence. She
Right,
always does, like the frequentness, everything. But it was
right,
like, yeah, I got this in the bag. Like, it's my night. Like, and it was taken from her.
right.
And just leave her be.
Mhm.
Like, just leave her be.
I mean, everybody does not have to have this. See, look, the illusion of Hollywood, it's faded. It's faded. Social media's killed any secrecy.
Like Aaron said, y'all put words in her mouth.
Yeah.
Y'all,
No,
y'all,
like
y'all
for
blew
real.
up this situation
5 seconds.
way more. This is what they did to the Will Smith slap. They
How
did.
you do a dissertation off of 5 seconds? I could pick my nose in 5 seconds, and I'll be like, So what that represents is he's picking at life. He's picking at the understanding of what the world means. So like the woman, like, and the way the camera cut, you don't know what the hell she did next.
Mhm.
She could have did a polite little pat clap, little church clap in the seat. She could have just turned to Courtney and be like, she could have did anything, but we saw 5 seconds, and y'all putting words in the woman's mouth. You know why? Because it's a black woman.
Mhm.
You know, I mean, look at what they did. I hate to point it out, but look at what they did. All the fodder with Jada Pinkett Smith, and all she did was make a face. All she did was roll her eyes. That's it. That's it. Her man is the one who went buck wild, on an even more buck wild Negro gentleman. Had to catch myself. And, everyone jumped on Jada. She's this, she's that. She was called every name but the child of God at this point. And it's just like, just let people breathe, you know? And that whole idea of that goes back to my thing, the whole idea of you know, just sitting there and standing up and clapping for everybody and all that stuff. Like, people today want humanity. They want to see humanity. These larger than life individuals, that don't work no more. It just doesn't work. Everyone has to have something. That's my sign right there. Speaking on that, like the age of the goat, the sea goat, that's over. That's
The
over.
day of the Geechee's over.
The day of the Geechee is over. Like, no, for real, the day of the Geechee is over. We want to see, even though we love us some Beyonce, even Beyonce wants to still seem like, hey, I'm like, yo, because everyone learned. There are two people. The reason why the Hollywood system, especially the whole fame idea, has been
Deconstructed.
deconstructed, is because there are two people who were world famous and everyone saw them. Specifically, the people who were in that audience, and you look at Beyonce and stuff, they witnessed it in real time. And that is Princess Diana and Michael Jackson. Both of them basically died because the media hoopla. It killed them. It literally killed them, especially with Diana. Meghan Markle is learning, same thing. And look at what she did. She hightailed it up out of there. Does not want to be on camera unless it's on her terms. That's the other thing. Black woman, don't start with the one drop rule, y'all. But woman of color is saying, I'm talking about my truth on my terms, you know? And did Angela Bassett say a lot in those 5 seconds with her face? Sure, we can make an argument there, but it's still her truth.
And we know her truth.
Like I said, God for freaking bid.
Especially black women in the industry know her truth. Which is why so many were with her.
And if you notice, see, there could be a whole conversation had about black women behind the scenes. They're the caretakers, they're the caregivers. There's a woman that I used to talk to, who talked about her looking over, different casts of shows who were very young. That could once again all go back to Mammy. The black female executive. What she do? She looks over everything, but she can't have her own time to say, I want to make this, I want to do this, this is how we're going to do it, unless she is a ball busting jackass. That's what they want from her, and if she doesn't act that way, then she's going to get pushed to the side, even in her own communities. But y'all don't want to hear that right now.
Well, thank you for joining us, everyone. We will have another part as well. We hope you enjoyed it, and this will be an ongoing series. So,
Period. Bye, black, y'all.
and stay black.
Okay?
Peace.
Period.